and welcome to the People's Lawyer channel. Today we're looking at something called Amnesty International. Now, this is a response to the plea for amnesty from all the psychopaths, sociopaths, and malignant narcissists out there who have been engaged in a campaign of terror against the rest of humanity since the beginning of 2020. And like good little narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths, they want us just to forget and pretend it didn't happen. Well, that's not going to happen. They want an amnesty, and we can grant them the amnesty, but we can't give it away because that will just encourage them to do it all over again. And that would be a massive lack of responsibility on our part. So what I'm proposing is that we ask them to earn that amnesty. And the way that they can earn that amnesty is by coming clean. And I'm going to just lay out the three main crimes against humanity that we are in effect inviting them to confess to. The first one is corporate fraud. So this would apply to scientists, politicians, doctors, corporate executives, civil servants who have taken bungs or envelopes, real or metaphorical, and have basically profiteered from the campaign of terror that has led to, we believe, the death of at least 20 million people and counting, and the permanent or serious injury of potentially 2 billion people. So that's corporate fraud. So profiteering is one of the things that we're inviting them to confess to. The other strand of crime against humanity is psychological warfare, menticide, which is the destruction of the human mind. It's engaging in fear porn, misinformation, disinformation. So we're looking at media executives, politicians themselves, corporate executives, employers, people coercing others to comply with protocols such as social distancing, isolation, quarantines, mask wearing, and ultimately taking a jab that is proving to be a bioweapon that is killing, maiming, and injuring millions. And then, of course, the other strand, the third strand of crime against humanity is mass murder and aiding and abetting or being complicit in mass murder. So that would apply to, of course, doctors, nurses, big pharmaceutical executives, and anyone who confesses to be or is found to be part of the loop that has led to the destruction of lives, either socially, financially, or medically. So what I'm going to propose is two options for this amnesty to be granted. Option one is you confess. It's a full confession to one or more of the three strands. So you confess to being part of corporate fraud or psychological warfare or mass murder. It's a confession. You give full details, you show remorse, and you ask for forgiveness. So if you like, it's a four-part process: full confession, full details, show remorse, ask for forgiveness. If you go through all those four parts or those four steps, then we can guarantee that you will not be executed. There is a twofold offer in order to avoid execution. The first part is that a video of your full confession will be viewable across all social media. And the second part of the deal is that you will be expected to do some form of community service until you draw your last breath. The second option, if you are not minded to make a full confession, the second option is to be prosecuted in a Nuremberg 2.0 trial. This would tend to apply only to those who are found to be or suspected of being involved in the rollout of the jabs and the mass murder of millions of people. So if you do not make a full confession, then a trial and a possible execution is on the cards. Now, I've rounded all this off. I've simplified it so that it just gives an idea of where we, the great unwashed, the great unjabbed, stand on this issue of amnesty. In other words, we're not giving it away. I'm repeating myself now, but we're not giving it away. We are imposing terms and conditions. And obviously those terms and conditions will be ironed out as time marches on. That's all I wanted to say on this potentially huge subject for now, just to add my own contribution towards clarity. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more videos, and in particular for Disclosure 2022, an update which is being edited as we speak. And watch out for live in-person talks entitled From Nightmare to Dream, which lays out the crime against humanity, the one crime that I haven't mentioned today, which is the crime committed in schools generally against the population, against the juvenile population, and which puts them in the kind of state that renders them liable and vulnerable to be attacked in the way that we've just looked at in this video. Remember to share these videos, like and subscribe the YouTube channel and the Telegram channel, and subscribe on the website, thepeopleslawyeruk.com. We're all in this together, and we all have to make sure that what happened in 2020 and 2021 never happens again. Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.